It is now 6 a.m. in the morning, and we are now in Terminal 3 at Singapore Changi Airport waiting to check in for our 14-hour long-haul flight to Seattle. There is a dedicated line for business class travelers, and there are several counters to assist customers in their check-in process. The queue moves very fast, and it didn't take long for us to complete the check-in process. After having breakfast at the SilverKris Lounge for business class travelers, we are heading towards our gate. Our flight is on time, and we proceed to board the plane via the business class lane.
Thank you.
Good morning. What's the SIM number?
17K and 17F.
Just put it down.
This is my 17K window seat, and that is 17F middle row seat. Here is an overview of the first section of the business class cabin where we will be seated. It is a 1-2-1 seat configuration. Spacious bin storage above the window seats. There is a galley and 2 lavatories right after this section. My seat looks spacious and feels very comfortable. This is how a middle row seat looks like. Width of 28 inches and a pitch of 60 inches. Reading light and universal power outlets are located here. USB, headphone jack, and a remote for the in-flight entertainment system. The footwell, and underneath there is an open storage space for your hand carry items or to place stuff you will need frequently instead of putting them up in the storage bin. The control buttons for the lightings, seat adjustment, do not disturb function, etc. Several reading light options for travelers to choose from, depending on the brightness you prefer. Coat hanger beside the screen. For middle row passengers, there is a divider which can be pulled up if the passenger prefers some privacy between the 2 seats. A compartment in front of the seat to store some of the things you would use frequently, and a cup holder which has space for 2 cups that's our welcome drinks upon boarding. A vanity mirror next to the cup holder. By the side of the seat is another compartment where you can click open to retrieve a noise cancellation headset. It is comfortable to wear and works great. Nice that the airline provides a bottle of water for each passenger. At the side of the seat is a pull-out tray, which is a pretty good size for your food and drinks. It can be tilted forward or backwards at an angle. With the tray in place, I can still get out of my seat without any problem. This button allows you to adjust the height level of the tray table. This is the footwell for his seat, which is angled to the left. As for my window seat, the footwell space is tilted to the right. We are less than 6 feet tall in height and have no problems with the narrower footwell. The leg and calf rest portion can be lifted up by pushing a button located on the left side of my seat. Here is a list of amenities kit which you can request from your cabin crew, based on availability. We requested for one, and let's check out what is inside this nice looking pouch. Products of Penhaligons, a British company whose flagship store is based in London. Inside the pouch is a Ziploc bag, a small bottle of facial mist, mini hand lotion tube, and a lip balm. I tried and liked the fragrance of their products. Besides these amenities, a pair of earplugs are also given to us. The hand lotion works and smells great. Some other complimentary items placed at the side of every seat includes an eye mask, a pair of socks, and slippers. A slightly thicker eye mask compared to what we have received in the other class cabins. With an estimated 14 hours of flight time, this eye mask definitely enables passengers to have a more restful sleep. A pair of long and comfy socks. A pair of in-cabin slippers, which has a slightly thicker base compared to those given in other class cabins. Time to change into these comfortable slippers. A safety video is shown prior to takeoff.
During takeoff and landing, ensure that your tray table is stowed away. Put the back of your seat upright and keep your shoes on. Before we take off, stow your luggage under the seat.
The start of our flight journey from Singapore Changi Airport to Seattle Tacoma International Airport in Seattle, Washington.
Make sure that your seat belt is...
Free Wi-Fi is available to all business class passengers, and all KrisFlyer members in all cabin categories can enjoy the free Wi-Fi service as well. If you are not a KrisFlyer member, you can go to their website to sign up and receive free Wi-Fi service on future flights. Inside the lavatory, there are complimentary usage of the light fragrance spray, facial mist and hand lotion, a stack of fresh towels for the convenience of guests to use. Some other complimentary amenities kit such as toothbrush kit, comb, shaver, etc. Antibacterial hand wash and a sensor detect faucet. A push pedal for the trash can. The lavatories are kept very dry and clean throughout our long flight. Appreciate how the crew members put effort in maintaining a high level of hygiene standard. Let's take a look at the in-flight menu. Some of the accolades won by this world-class airlines. The in-flight meals are prepared by an international culinary panel of acclaimed chefs from around the world to delight their clients' senses. Here is the in-flight menu for lunch. It is a full course meal consisting of an appetizer, main course, and dessert. Let's take a look at the mid-flight menu. The must-try Singapore chicken sauté to serve as the canopy, followed by an appetizer, main course, and dessert. Besides cakes, the dessert selection also include a selection of cheeses, fresh fruit plate, or ice cream. If you are feeling hungry or have any cravings during mid-flight, here are some light bites and snacks which you can request. You can even request for a bowl of beef noodle soup or a plate of hearty traditional Singapore fried carrot cake with. You can also complement your meals with their award-winning wines curated by a panel of wine connoisseurs and premium beverages, which you can enjoy as you tuck into your meals. List of cocktails and aperitif available on this flight. The spirits and beer selection. You can also choose from a selection of non-alcoholic beverages. I see there are quite a few choices for coffee lovers too. The TWGT selection includes varieties from South Africa to Moroccan mint tea, Earl Grey, chamomile, among other choices. There is also an in-house tea selection too. About an hour and a half into our flight, the cabin crew starts to serve our first meal. I am looking forward to this meal as I have ordered through Book the Cook, the popular lobster dish for my main course. This is my first time having a lobster meal on a plane. A white tablecloth is placed over our tray table prior to serving our meals. Grilled chicken salad with roasted apples for appetizer. I ordered white wine to go with my first meal. He had garlic bread, the same default chicken salad, and champagne to go with his first meal. Here comes my classic French dish of lobster thermidor with fondant potato. The roasted potato, pumpkin, and grilled asparagus tasted very good. Topped with grated cheddar cheese, it imparts a nice flavor and texture to the lobster, and I enjoyed it very much. He ordered Hokkien mee from the in-flight menu for his first meal. It is a big plate of mixed noodles with loads of seafood ingredients such as prawns and squid. He totally recommends this dish, and needless to say, he finished everything. I am also feeling full from the appetizer and main course, but I surely cannot resist the temptation of desserts. I had the fresh fruit plate and the honey semolina cake. Time to check out the 18-inch in-flight entertainment system. Lots of movies to choose from. From Hollywood new releases to Hollywood favorites, documentaries, Chinese movies to Japanese movies, just take your pick and I am sure you will not feel bored. The in-flight screen is not a touchscreen system. There is a controller device located by the side of every seat. It takes some time to familiarize with the different functions, but once you get the hang of it, it is actually quite convenient to use, especially when you are in bed mode. The controls work well and are very responsive. The sound system is very good too. The music channel also has a lot varieties to offer to passengers. Besides movies, music, there are also TV programs, games, news, and other content that you can access during the flight. When the meal service is over and plates are cleared, it is time to catch up on some sleep. Your cabin steward or stewardess will be happy to assist you with the turn-down service, but it is also not difficult to do it yourself. There is a lever that clicks to bring the seat down and back up. Once it is pressed down, a full flat bed is formed. A seatbelt is also built into the bed so that you can buckle up in advance for any unexpected turbulence and do not need to wake up in the middle of the sleep to buckle up when turbulence happens. The duvet and 2 extra pillows can be located behind your seat. I find the bed very comfortable and the narrow footwell did not bother me at all. About 5 hours left into our flight, we hit a turbulence. The seatbelt sign is on and passengers are reminded to remain in their seats. All services are stopped at this point. Lots of snacks and bread available in the galley. The turbulence lasted for quite a while, so I had some snacks to pass my time. Shortly after the turbulence is over, our second meal is quickly served. I ordered the signature Singapore sling for my drink. Chicken satay is being served. I love the taste of the satay, very tender and flavorful, and the peanut sauce is delicious too. This is soon followed by a pastry and an appetizer of sesame crab mayonnaise salad, grilled egg, and pickled ginger. For my main course, I ordered nasi lemak from Book the Cook and I enjoyed my meal very much. He had the lobster thermidor for his second meal. Chucks and chunks of lobster meat. He enjoyed the lobster meal but would prefer it to be less cheesy. He had a cheese plate for his dessert. Brie, white cheddar and St. Paulin with the accompaniments and crackers. He chose the Javanese coffee and walnut cake. I had a bite of it and it tasted very delicious. For my dessert, I had the fresh fruit plate and Bakewell mixed berries cake. It is an almond-based cake with vanilla chantilly cream and berry compote. It was moist and delicious. If you would like to have other meal choices other than the in-flight meal selection, you can always go to the Book the Cook website to pre-order your meal. This must be done at least 24 hours before your flight. As you can see, there are international cuisine being offered through Book the Cook. You can choose from Asian, Indian, Japanese, Korean, Western cuisine among others. You can also try a variety of the local dishes as well. When I first looked at the menu, I was very surprised to see such an extensive list of menu for passengers. How can one ever feel hungry with such an extended menu? For those with special dietary needs, there are also meals tailored for them. As with other meals, you have to order 24 hours ahead of your flight. For nut-free or kosher meals, and 48 hours booking is required instead of the usual 24 hours. There are choices of bland meal, diabetic meal, and vegetarian options. Gluten-free, low-fat, low-lactose, low-salt among other options. After our second meal service, we will be approaching Seattle soon. Enjoying the beautiful scenery of Seattle's landscape before touchdown. Thank you for watching.